Good morning, guys.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Today we will continue these problems on projection of solids. Yesterday we completed the problems that is cylinder projection of solids. Sub two problem we solved. Anyone tell me what are the problems we solved? Steps. Tell me the steps. The two problems we solved. No. In first problem where is rested. In second problem where is rested. And third position where they tilted.
Sir, the third question, vertical diagonal,
Okay, good. So these are
and
the two problems we solved, right?
yes, sir.
So one of the directly when first question the cylinder we solved two different cases of problem. Cylinder also same like a prism. This is a bottom and a top faces are same. It's connected with the ending of generator. Inside we are creating an imaginary generator that's only for projection purposes only, not for this here. So only the inside of this lines and all we drawn as a thin line, outside is a thick line. So is a connected with the generator. We are circle divided into eight equal parts per projection. So after that, in this question, one of its generator is resting on HV. So directly with the touching of reference line of one of its generator. So here all are generator only. So A to H, all 8 points are generator only. So because these are all the with through generator only you are connecting the projection. So they are told in mentioned as the one of its generator only. So directly place here one of its generator of circle of diameter of 40 mm. We need to take 40 mm diameter means how much radius? Diameter 40 mm means how much radius?
20.
Yeah, 20 mm radius. We draw a circle and divided into 8 equal parts. Then axis line also. Then after that, project the axis height of this is height. Axis length means height is 70 mm. So same like a prism, we named as a two point for top base and a bottom base. So top base we are using a selectors, and bottom base we are using it's a numbers numerical. Then after that, in this question the axis is inclined, so we tilted axis of 45 degree. What are the is we replicate this object, same object is replicated. So after that, final projection. You know very well that the basic mantra for projection of solids of final projection means the outside should be invisible, the inside should be an invisible line. Then mostly any one of the faces, either it's a top face or bottom face, should be a fully visible, depending upon the orientation of position. That two faces, in the two faces, any one of the base is visible. So in this orientation we see from this the top face is fully visible, so top face is visible. So in bottom is only the half of the face is visible, inside of our base is invisible, done as a thin line. Then here inside we didn't draw as a thick line. Why? For inside we didn't draw as a thick line, but in pyramid, you see in pyramid and prism and all, inside also is final projection we drawn as a longer line, longer edge or slant edge or shorter edge. But in this we didn't draw a thick line on inside. Why?
Sir, because these are imaginary generators.
Yeah, that is a imaginary generator. The circle or solid object only there is no edges or there is no longer edges, only the curved surface. That is a surface. We fold a paper in a circular manner, there is no edge will not form. So in pentagon and all, pyramid and all, the longer edge or slant edge like that it should be there. So that edge will be visible or invisible like that. But here we only create that inside of lines. That is a for projection purpose, this construction purpose of projection purpose only we created that imaginary line. So for that no need to draw a thick lines of inside, only the outside to generator will show the, we need to show on thick line. Okay, this is the first problem. And second problem is all same method, only diameter and all the things, but here is resting on ground. But the third condition what they give it, diagonal is tilted to vertical. Some case they will give us a solid diagonal is perpendicular to HP, or solid diagonal is 90 degree to HP or 90 degree to VP, like that they will do. So we know very well that diagonal means we need to connect a opposite corner. Am right? Diagonal means connecting of opposite corner. Right or wrong? So for this we connected A dash to 5 dash. This is opposite corners. You can connect 1 dash also with E dash also. So I connected with the A dash and 5 dash. So after that I drawn a one vertical line. After that I measured this A dash to 5 dash and cut it. Remaining what are the dimensions the replicator through R and final connector and final projection. In this A dash and phi dash A1 dash and phi 1 dash will meet comes on same projection line. Your final projection this phi 1 A1 will meet on same point. Okay, same point. Here also we have same mantra only. The outside border should be on visible line, inside should be on thin line. Is invisible lines also it will come, and here also imaginary lines for projection. Only the outside we need to show an A for cylinder and cone only for this mantra. Okay, that is for outside work can draw. For prism and pyramid means that in the longer edge or shorter edge or slant edge or any one of the ways like that will be visible come. So we for cylinder and a cone you just draw outside borders is around. No need to draw inside of the thick lines. Okay, this is the problems is solved. In the continuation of that, next one is a cone. Draw the projection of a cone of diameter 50 mm and height of 70 mm lying on the ground on one of its base points with the generator perpendicular to HB. What is given in this question, Paul? Anyone tell me? What are given? What geometry is given? What
Cone.
geometry is given? So cone is given. So given data for cone means we know diameter is required, height is required. So that both dimensions given or not? For a cone means or cylinder means diameter, that is a cone diameter or cylinder diameter, height is required. So in this question they given as a cone. So for the cone the basic dimension of diameter and height is required. So that is given or not?
Given, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how much is given?
50
Wait a
mm
minute. Wait.
diameter,
50
height
mm
70 mm.
diameter,
Height 70 mm.
height 70 mm. Good. Okay. And for this, the top face and bottom face will same face or different? The top
The
and the bottom.
different top has one apex point and the bottom has
Here for cylinder, the
circular
top and bottom are same and it should be parallel to each other. It's connected with the generator. But here, then that cylinder means it should be an axis of revolution of the rectangular face. For cone, what axis of revolution? What face? Which face? Face or triangular face, pa? We need to revolve for cylinder or cone means we need to revolve axis of revolution. Okay. For cylinder, revolve the rectangular face to close this object for record the solid. For cylinder. For cone, what is required? Triangular face or
length.
rectangular face? Yeah,
Triangular
triangular
face.
face only. The triangular faces will revolve along the axis of revolution. This is the axis. So axis of revolution, we need to revolve the 360 degree. We can get the cone through the revolution of the axis only. So this is the axis point. So through axis, we revolve the triangular faces. We'll get the final of projection of cone. That is the concept. So for cylinder, that is the rectangular face. For cone, that is the for triangular face. Okay. Any doubt on revolution for cylinder and cone?
No, sir.
Cylinder means what, pa? Okay.
Rectangular
So
face.
here also, here 2 point top face name it will come or only 1 point name only it will come. What is the meaning of that O point?
Apex one.
What is the meaning of that O? Yeah, apex point. Okay. So I drawn a diameter of 50 mm of radius. I taken as in compass of 25 mm. I drawn a circle. Then after that I divided the circle into 8 equal parts. You know how to divide the circle. So after that I place a naming. Finally I'm going to projection. So in this height is 70 mm given. Okay. 70 mm I want to take from this axis line or this generator. This is axis, this is generator. I want to take from height of 70 mm from base. Okay, that is axis reference line. So where I want to take from the reference axis line or generator line?
Sir, axis line.
Yeah, we need to take from axis line only because this is a slantly we connected of generator. So don't take for cone or pyramid, don't take height of from the slant edges or generator. You need to take height from axis only. Okay, remember that For cone and the pyramid, you need to take the height from the center point only. Okay, because that is the true axis height. So this O point with connecting a O point, this ending we are connecting with the slantly. So comparing to the axis line, the slant height will be higher or less. That comparing of with the axis height or with the slant edge or generator longer edge, it will be a as a slant edge height will be a lesser or higher. Which height will be lesser? Which height will be higher?
It will be higher.
Yeah, the slant edge will be always higher. So don't take that slant edges or generator height. So don't take this green. So always use a generator point. This is the point height. Okay. So for so after that
Sir,
we're going to place a naming. Ah,
sir, your voice is
tell
not
me,
audible,
Kamlesh.
sir.
Wait a minute. I will check my network. Now,
Yes, sir. Audible, sir, now.
anyone tell me the visible points? Tell me the visible points, pa.
Sir, FGH is invisible, all are visible.
So A dash, B dash, and C dash, D dash, E dash are visible points, right?
Yes,
F
sir.
dash, G dash, and H dash are invisible points. Then O dash. Till now, we were any doubt?
No,
Any
sir.
doubt, guys? Okay. Tell me the third question. What is given? The draw the projection of cone diameter 50 mm height is given lying on the ground. So with the base point is done. Then what is another given?
So the
One of its
slant height
base
will become
points.
perpendicular.
Because you see one of its base point with the generator perpendicular to H. Here no slant edge. For pyramid only they will call as a slant edge. For prism there is a longer edge. For cylinder and cone generator. So here the given is a Generator or slantage?
Generator.
Generator.
So one of his generator, that is a one of his base point with a base point. So one of his base point is E point or otherwise A point. I'm right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can tilt this E dash to O dash as a vertically. So you know how to tilt verticals. First draw a. I'm going to draw roughly only. Okay, to complete the problems. Draw a dimension. Then after that, what is the procedure? Where I want to measure from which point is the starting point. Should we take E dash to O dash? E dash to O dash எடுத்துக்கலாமாப்பா?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So directly return, because this is one of its generator. So here two generator is there. So A dash to O dash or O dash to E dash. You can choose any one of the generator because the question is given one of its base points with the generator. So one of the base points is the bottom is connected with the A, B, C, D, E, U. So with the generator O point B is the maximum visible zone. So you can take A to O or O to E. Any one of its generator. So I will take as a E dash to O dash generator and measure it. You see, our normal sun axis height is 70 mm, but here measuring of with E dash to O dash is check with it, that is a 4 mm is higher than the normal height. You check it with my compass, that is a 7.4 centimeter into 10. We are getting as a 74 mm, but actual height is how much? Actual height is how much, Ron?
70.
Actual height is 70 mm. So you can now you can clear that comparing to the axis height, generator height will be higher. Diameter how much?
50 mm.
So directly we will take as a 50 mm because we know very well that 50 mm. The 50 mm it will change or not? This 50 mm, if I project mean the 50 mm it will change or actual 50 mm only will be there?
50 mm is there.
The 50 mm only. So directly taking compass connecting. Tell me the size. So axis point is 25. So directly I will
7
take
mm.
I got a axis point. Another pointer.
7
mm.
7
mm.
mm. 7 mm. Okay. Another point.
43 mm.
Check I marked
7
correctly or not.
mm.
Right? Correctly marked or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just to close this and also connect with the axis line. Then after that, finally we go for projection. You know how to do projection without naming. I'm going for you base in naming. Here, 2 points will meet on same points. What are the points that? O1 dash, A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash, E1 dash,
Sir, O1 and E1.
F1 dash, G1 dash, H1 dash. I marked the points correctly.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Same way from here also. So this A1 dash, first we mark the points. This A1 dash, and you check with points I'm matching it correctly or not. B1 dash and B C1 dash and C D1 dash and D E1 dash E F1 dash and F G1 dash G H1 dash H. We mark the points correctly.
Yes, sir.
So next I'll place a naming A1, B1, C1, D1. Here also you interconnect with the smooth curve only. So you check to me the full circle is visible or invisible. While seeing from this
Visible.
direction, full circle is visible points because only outer all circle surface is visible because it's a cone, so fully visible. Any other generator or it will come?
Sir, O1, E1.
O1 E1 is coming on same point itself name. So this is
Yeah, yes, sir.
O1 here B bracket U. So no need to connect the inside of generator because G1 to O1 is comes under same points only. No, C1 to G1 is
Yes,
coming
sir.
on a circle itself. So B1 to O1 is coming on circle itself. So if you connect with this means that inside there will not generator it will come. Only the outside only generator it will come. I'm right. So either
Yes, sir. Yes.
G1 to O1 or C1 to O1. If I connect this, if like this means, so how the generator will come inside.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So just draw a circle. Okay. Any doubt on this problem?
No, sir.
Any other? Aditya, Ramesh, Adit, Balaji, Ganabadi, Karthikeyan.
No, sir.
Okay, next problem. We'll go for next problem. So this is also cone only. So geometry is cone. The diameter is given or not? Diameter is given or not, pa? Tell me what are the dimensions given. Okay, 50 mm diameter is given. Then another dimension what is given? Oh, okay, axis is 60 mm. Then where is resting? So on the ground. Yes. On the ground, okay, it is lies on the ground. One of its generator with axis is parallel to the VP. So draw the projection of the cone. So geometry is given, the diameter is given, and the axis height is given. That is the height of 60 mm is given, but is lying on the ground on one of its generator. Okay, one of its generator with the axis is parallel to the VP. So directly I placed here because this is given as a when it is lies on the ground on one of its generator. So how to project the third step? How to project third step? This is normally we run that's a lying on ground directly placed in projection. So how to get the third step? Third step,
Sir,
how
in
will
third step, the generator will touch the HP, our reference line, and it will be
so
parallel to VP.
what they given is one of its when it lies on the ground with one of its axis is parallel to the VP. If one of its generator is not parallel to VP, means some case they will give us say inclined to VP. I'm right. Because that case is the third case. This is the first case problem. One of generators on HP and axis is inclined to VP means like that it will come. So we need to touch with the circle of one of its generator like cone. So but in this case what is given? Axis is parallel to the VP is given. So we need to this one of its generator we need to touch this reference line. So first draw a I'm going to draw roughly only. So draw a first one line in line, then measure the distance from O dash to E dash, O dash to E dash, use a compass, O dash to E dash, measure it with any one of centers and cut it. Okay. Then after that, same O dash to E dash it will come. I'm right? O dash to E dash means again O dash to O1 dash. This one is a E1 dash, and this one is the A1 dash. How to get means here again E1 dash to measure A dash is a 50 mm till come. E1 dash is the center point, and cut it means we will get the which one? This is A1 dash. Then finally connect these lines. Now you tell me the one of its generator is lying on HP, that is on when it lies on HP, then axis. Now if you can project this means axis is parallel to VP. Now you understand this question?
Yes, sir.
Then finally you can project means roughly I'm going drawing, okay? I'm going to draw roughly. It's not exact dimension, but it's a roughly. Then after that, final projection. I'm going to place a point to check it corresponding with me. So this A1 dash and A, and B1 dash B, C1 dash T, D is a D1 dash D, E1, F, F1, G1, and H1. I marked the points correctly.
Yes, sir.
Final O point. Then we check it with final connection with a smooth curve. The full surface is visible or not? The bottom surface, full circle
Yes, sir.
is a fully visible. So draw a thick curve through and touching of all points. So after that, connect these two generators. Okay, this is the final step. Any doubt means you can ask them. Any doubt, guys?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So which is this is this what are the problems? The 14 problems is solved in normally is all change of position method. Change of position method because initially is a normally is placed here the two steps in normal simple position. In stage 2 what we did this solids we changed. I'm right. Any reference line we changed or solids we changed? The
Solid.
position, solid's position, you see normally is placed on HP, that is HP or VP plane. So after that we changed the solid's position only. In this case up to 14 problem we changed the solid's position. Axis is inclined or the base is inclined and edge is inclined or one of the generators inclined or perpendicular or parallel, like that we change. But next problems, there is a two problems we are going to solve. So in that we are going to change a reference line. So new reference line, that is a auxiliary reference line method, auxiliary projection method. So up to this we didn't change the reference line, we changed the only the change of position method. So in question they will ask, draw the projection of base diameter 50 mm and axis length of 60 mm lies on the ground. The position and all they will give, and finally axis is parallel, draw through a projection through a change of position method. So change of position method means you need to follow this method only. So you need to change the solid position only. Some of the case they will ask us a change of reference line method. So we are going to draw a new reference line. This simple first and second case simple position will be same only. This case problem and this way is a normal reference lines only we are going to draw. And third position we are going to draw here through new reference line. After drawing a new reference line we need to connect you parallelly to connecting. Then after that we are going to draw new top view or either front view. Any one of the views only we are going to draw. So we will see the type of problem also. In this case I will solve one problem and one problem for your homework.
Excuse me, sir.
Ah,
Sir, in projection of planes, we didn't use auxiliary method.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
here
in
I'm
solids we have to use.
yeah,
Yeah,
solid
okay.
sphere. In projection of planes only it's solved double inclination, single inclination only.
Yes, sir.
Maximum because the in that change of reference method is the also is there. If I take then it takes time.
Yeah, yes, sir.
So I restricted to on solids. You see, in the problem itself mention problems on change of reference line method. You see, there's a two problems is there. The hexagonal prism of side 80 mm resting on base on HB such that finally what they given, draw the projection by axillary projection method, or some case they called as a change of reference line method. Like that they will give. In this case and all they will give us a change of position method. This above cases problems and all change of position method. We changed the solid position with reference to axis or base or edge or generator. But in this case, we are going to change the new reference line according to the question. So first we solve this problem, how to tilt and how to get. What geometry is given, pa? What geometry is given?
So,
Hexagonal prism.
Hexagonal prism, right? Okay. Dimension how much is given?
Base 25 mm, height 70 mm.
So base 25 mm. So base is 25 mm and height is 70 mm is given. So it's a prism or pyramid? This question is a prism or pyramid?
prism.
Prism.
So prism, because directly they given as a prism, directly hexagonal prism. So 25 mm of base side. Okay. So 25 mm of base edge on HP such that the base is making an angle of 60 degree to which HP. Draw the projection by axillary projection method. So one of is base on HP or corner in HP. One of is base or corner.
Base.
So base means I place one in this hexagon is correct or this method is correct.
So now it is correct.
So one of his base edge is resting on HP.
Now,
So it placed on hexagon. Then after that we are going for projection. Here O point it will come or not?
No, sir.
Because this here rectangular face connecting with that. Height how much pa?
70 mm.
20 mm.
70 mm. You check the dimension. It's correct.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Should be a thick line. This line also thick line. I'm right.
Yes, sir.
Why that
Yes,
line
yes.
is thick line?
Sir, because
Yes.
in present it's a more generators also.
A, B, C, D, E, F, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again here also A dash, B dash, C dash because these three edges are visible. So D dash is visible or invisible?
Invisible.
E dash and F dash also
Invisible.
invisible. So 1 dash and 2 dash and 3 dash is visible. 4 dash, 5 dash and 6 dash is a invisible. This is a normal reference line method. Okay, this is a normally for both change of position method or change of reference method or auxiliary. Some case change of reference method name is another name is auxiliary projection method. So it's the same name only. So you need to check question clearly, carefully. So that is actually change of reference method or change of position method or normal method or auxiliary projection method. Auxiliary projection method and change of reference line method is the same. Okay, so after checking of this question, so we need to change here. If change of position method means they will give an axis is inclined like that, so you can tilt axis or base is inclined with this replicated. But here they draw the projection by auxiliary projection method means we need to change the new, we're going to draw a new reference line correspondingly which with the respective angle. So what angle is given? What
Sir,
angle is
60
given?
degree with the given reference line.
So 60 degree, so on. So you listen carefully. Hexagonal prism of side 25 mm, height 70 mm, resting on one of its base edge on HP. So we drawn such that the base is making an angle of 60 degree with the HP. 60 degree with the HP. So for that, we are going to draw a new reference line with respect to a HP. Only an HP reference only we are going to change, not a vertical plane. So I will tell you how to change. Angle is how much per given?
60 degree.
So you place here normal reference line at X and Y. While placing, you check the line should not hit this line. Okay. So 60 degree. 60-degree line I drawn. After that, I am going to mark as a line. You see, listen carefully. That is an old reference line is a XY. New reference line I am going to mark as a X1 and Y1. And also, we in this angle is respect to HP or VP. 60 degree with so 60 degree with HP. So here VP angle is not changed. So only horizontal auxiliary HP. Auxiliary HP means that angle with respect to HP only change. That is a auxiliary with respect to HP only. Why I mentioned AHP? Now you will understand, because
Yes.
it auxiliary is respect to HP only. So some case is inclined to VP mean if a auxiliary VP or auxiliary normal HP. Some case you can use auxiliary inclined plane AIP also. Okay, any doubt on this?
Okay.
So after marking of this, then we are going to draw a perpendicular line. So perpendicular line from perpendicular line for with respect to xy line, x1 new line from all the edges of prism. That is a true faces. Where is there? The scale is in now perpendicular. So from the front view faces, from the all points, draw a perpendicular with respect to the x1, y1. Okay. Use your drafter scale. After drawing a new reference line of VP and AIP with respect to new reference line, draw a perpendicular line from the A1 point and B1 point. Okay, you extend it in same way from all the points. From the bottom face also, from the top face also. It should be on thin line only because this is a construction line, so it should be on thin line only. Okay. Till now, you have any doubts? You can ask now. Anyone tell me the procedure?
So now we need to draw the hexagon.
So after drawing a perpendicular line from all the points with respect to x1 new reference line x1 y1, okay. Then after that, take a compass. Yes, for me the compass is not available here. Take a compass, okay. Measure the distance from. This compass into. So I'm going to take a. Before that, for my identification, for your identification also, you can place a one B1 B1 for your identification purpose. Otherwise, you can place a point, any one of the point, or for your easy identification. Then after that, use a scale, measure it from the XY line to A. How much is there? from the reference line to even how much is there? How much is there from this x now old reference line to this A point? How much is there? How much is there?
42 mm.
42 mm. So
Yes, sir.
whatever the dimension you measure, mark the points from this A1 where the meeting point, because that is the new reference line. This is the 0 point now. From this 0 point, mark the 42 mm. I'm right.
Yes,
I marked correctly. Same way from, because from this reference line also from C is the same dimension it will come. 42 mm only.
yes, sir.
I'm marking same 42 mm. And again here from one point also. With respect to A, one is there or not?
Yes, sir.
Against 3 point. Okay. Now tell me values from reference line to F and D. How much is there?
18 mm.
So 18 mm. Good. Check with corresponding to me. I'm marking as 18 mm correctly or not. Okay. Okay. I marked it
Yes,
correctly.
sir.
Then now to tell me reference line to B point. Reference line to B.
53.
54 or 53? It will take
53.
54. And also from reference line to E point 6 or 7. 6 is there. Okay. For my case, is dimensions coming. Your case, you can check it. 6 mm and 54. After that, mark a points or the points here. A1 dash. Sorry. Is the A1 dash, B1 dash, C1 dash, D1 dash, E1 dash, F1 dash. I marked the points
So only
correctly.
A1, B1. Yeah, no dash in middle.
Yeah, yeah. Because it's a I'm going to draw it properly. One, two, one, three, one, four, one, five, one, and 6, 1. Now you want to draw a visible and invisible. You need to check from this direction. So you see from this direction which face is fully visible. Which face is fully visible?
Latest one.
Top face is fully visible or invisible?
Fully visible.
So fully visible. Bottom face,
Half visible.
that is a 1 to 6 and I'm right because this direction 1 to 2, 1 to 6 and 1 to 6 to 5. Inside of these edges are invisible. Invisible means it's a dashed line or
Dash
continuous line.
line. Dash
That's
line.
right.
tell me the longer edges.
Sir, 2-1 to B1.
This line is visible or invisible?
Visible.
6-1 to F1,
Visible.
Visible.
to A1 to 1-1
Visible.
Visible.
is
Visible.
outside. This 4-1 to
Invisible. Dotted lines.
just here only we should say dash line. Just the bottom layer, 3 mm come. Is the final top. We change the orientation with the reference line. Once again, I'm telling the procedure. So after drawing the simple question, is a simple question, is a normal question. Then after that, you need to check the question is change of position method or change of reference line method or axillary projection method. Change of reference line, axillary is the same. So for change of position means we need to change the solid with respect to angle. But in change of position, change of reference line or axillary method, we need to create a new reference line. So x1, y1. So it's a normal xy line. It's a old line VP HP. So with that we draw a simple position. This is stage one. In stage two, we need to change the new reference line with respect to the angle. So here 60 with the HP. So I tilted with the HP. Then here marking is x1 y1. If you incline to BP means AIP, incline to HP means AHP, like that. So here incline to HB, so I mark, say AHIP also you can mark, or AHP I mark. Then after that, draw a perpendicular line with this XY line from the points of A, B, C, D, E, F, and also from bottom point. Perpendicular line to the x1, y1 from the all the point. Then after drawing the perpendicular line, 90 degree of line, then from the xy line, measure the true shape dimension. From the xy line, how much A and how much B and C, and same way D and E and F. Okay, then what are the measured dimension converted from here through new reference line. If you measure xy is some case xy line to A1 is a 42 mm. From this one is the 0 and mark as a 42. This one is a 18 mm means you can from here you mark a 18 mm. And here this B point is a 54 mm means you mark a 54 mm. From this new reference line is the reference line. This is a 0 line because we tilted this reference line. This old reference line we tilted with the angle of 60 degree inclined, we rotated. So we created a new reference line. With this new reference line, we marked a points with after measuring the from the true shape. We converted the points of A, B, C, D and all the top face and bottom point. Then we need to check which face is visible or invisible. For that, we need to see from this direction. Some case we drawn here means we need to see from this direction, this opposite, because inclined will goes on upside. After that, you connect the visible and invisible. This is the final. So mark the dimension, how much height, on any one of the edge, and this angle. Okay, guys. Any doubt?
No, sir.
This problem is for your homework problem. You try it with the change of reference line method. Draw the projection of cone of base diameter of 30 mm and axis of 60 mm long when it's resting on HP on a point of base circle with axis makes with 45 degree to BP. This one twisted is there. So we need to tilt, that is a draw the projection of cone, base diameter is given, height also given, and where is resting also given. The third position, that is a reference line rotation position, is not given as an axis rotation or HB, but what they given when it is resting on HB on a point of its base circle. On point of its base circle with axis of making of 40 degree to HB. So for that, what you need to know. So after that, I just give a one so cone
We need to make that axis
with
with touching
respect to
yeah,
one of its base point. So here they
yeah.
didn't mention we rotated axis reference line, but here with respect to this point, some case I am placing as A, B, C, and bracket D. Only 4 point only example I am telling. Okay. So with respect to C point, draw a 45 degree line. Okay. For that, After that you project all the points. While projecting this 90-degree line, you should not touch this bottom face. So you need to give some gap like this. So you should not touch this face. I touched the reference line with the construction line with the true shape, so you should not touch. So for that you need to place hexagon below the some gap. Okay, this reference line, whatever this 90-degree perpendicular line, you should not touch the true shape of the hexagon. Same like for a circle also, cone also. After that same procedure only, we need to see from this direction, so half of the part is visible and we connect with the point. Okay,
Yes, sir.
that is your homework. With this I am completing the projection of solids problem. We solved almost maximum problems of I told it's a 10 problem, but in this case it goes on 14 problem. All problems I completed. Change of position method and change of reference method, two method only is there. So many important problems only ended this time, so I'm not taking a basic problem because due to time constraint and different varieties of problem. You all the 14 problems are not a same type of problem. I'm right? We solved the 14 problems. No, this 14 problem is same method or what? That prism is there. In prism there are varieties of problems is there, in that we solve. There is one is normally base is inclined, another and that axis is in exam problem I given as a homework for you, and another it's pentagonal problem, rectangle face is resting on HEP. Then after that cube, that is a that is a two faces inclined at 30-degree. Like that the varieties of problem is and the pyramid also normally one problem. Then after that slantage is resting perpendicular, and after that slantage exact triangular face. Finally slantage on HP, touching on HP plane. Then in cylinder normal problem, and one of is generator, and after that solid diagonal, and cone also normal. Normal cone means like a problem. For that I change it into problems. One of is perpendicularly generated, and then after that generator lying on the ground. In change of reference line method, one problem I choose in a prism and one problem I choose as a cone. Lot of problems is there. You refer any books. Is lot of EG books is there. You can refer with any one of the books also. If you have any doubt, means you can ask later also. Okay. With this, I'm completing the unit 2. Shall we fix the test on Saturday? Coming Saturday. Saturday we have free time. Google Money.
So Saturday fully we have class,
Yeah.
sir. We have more than four classes, sir. It might be five also extend, sir.
Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, sir.
The
Just a
Wednesday
minute, sir.
also 4 classes.
When you free, other than our class time, because we have shorter time only.
Sir,
If
Next
Monday.
Tuesday.
Monday.
next Monday.
Yeah.
When is the
Okay, sir. Monday is also okay.
Monday? I will tell. Is Monday is not possible. Shall another day? Any another day?
Tuesday.
Or coming
Hopefully,
Friday?
are we
Sorry.
free Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Sir, Tuesday we are fully booked, sir. Tuesday is not possible, sir. We
Don't
can
fix
make
in
it on
Monday
Thursday or
only, sir.
Friday,
Then
sir.
Monday
Thursday or
or
Friday, free, sir.
otherwise coming Thursday morning.
Coming
Yeah,
Thursday means
Thursday we
day
can
after
do.
tomorrow, sir.
okay, sir.
The day after tomorrow, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sir, am I audible, sir?